Shabbat Shalom. I greet you in the name of the Most High. My name is Brother Yadab. Tonight's topic, we will be talking about a people that have controlled the world. And it's more obvious now because they're more open about it and they're showing you exactly what the end times mean. A people that has controlled and run the world are people called the Ashkenazi Jews. I focus on them because they are really relevant in the end times prophecies. We look at the Edomites and we also look at the people from the land of Japhet. And the people, excuse me, the Edomites, people miscrew them for the people of the descendants of Japhet, but that's not true. The Edomites are the descendants of the Arab nation, which were the descendants also of the seed of Shem. You have to know your genealogy to understand who you're calling names and who you're making accusations about. No, the Caucasian race is not the Edomites. God explained that in the book of Genesis, who the Edomites were. It's not confusing. It's easy. So when you do your research, don't start getting people confused about what you think is the truth about people that you have not researched to find out their pedigree. And I know the Ashkenazi Jews, the most efficient killers of the planet. People that were attached to the Ashkenazi came out after seeing the wicked evilness of them and came out and confessed that these people were to be avoided. These people were to be stopped. These people were the people that could really cause the end time prophecy to come to the truth. And the Ashkenazi Jews are so powerful that you don't even know about them. They're the Rothschilds. They were known as Mauer Bauer. His name was Mauer Amschel Bauer. In 1743, he was an Ashkenazi Jew. He was from Frankfurt, Germany. He had 5 sons. His whole family were moneylenders. His house was called the Proprietor of Loaning and Lending, and he had a shield that was called the Red Star. And later on, people started calling it the Star of David. When the people steal your identity and then tell you how you should understand their theft and to put it in a perspective that it becomes known worldwide. People that steal your identity are the Ashkenazi Jews, and these people have only existed in the Judaism for under 1,500 years. But Amschel Bauer, he was the most effective in the modern time in the 1700s to really start the Illuminati movement and all the things that are attached with the Ashkenazis, the controllers of money, the people that have loaned to nobles. They control the Federal Reserve, and they don't loan to regular folks. They loan to kings and queens and nations and nobles. And as I said, the understanding of the IRS, we didn't pay tax normally, the amount of tax we pay now, but we pay them because they print our money. They have went into countries, they've been kicked out over 100 nations. Do the research yourself and understand who these people were. Understand how World War I and World War II started. It was because of them and Great Britain trying to get at them the land that they had, Palestine, that they're in now. It all was about the land. They wanted that land because they felt that they got the land, that they could control the world. Because they know God had said that his chosen people, if you treat my people and honor them and listen to them and come to them then you will learn how to follow me, to love me, to know how to be with me, how to share and love one another as I have loved you. But that's not what the Ashkenazi Jews are about. Some of the greatest leaders in the Ashkenazi Empire came out after seeing the wickedry, the witchcraft, and the abomination of how they felt about love and how they dealt with sexualities and how they dealt with now that Tel Aviv is the world leader in, I would say, homosexuality and gay, lesbian actions. And these people don't respect the Savior. They call the chosen people. How can you call those people in Jerusalem chosen people? They don't respect the Savior. They didn't believe he came. So I've been telling you this for a long time, but you seem to really not lock in, and you really are consistent with today's understanding of the scriptures when it says that you are a stiff-necked people. The evidence is there in the end time for you to see. You will continue to stay in the way of the land that you've conformed to. You will not change your ways, and it's obvious now that we see that none of these things makes any difference to you, because you have decided that the land is more preferable to you than knowing your Savior, that you could understand that your life could be much better if you have a relationship with him. And I'm telling you, you are brainwashed if you keep telling me that you truly believe in your Savior and everything is in your mind. And every picture that I see you out here for the last decades, that everything you have is formulated around a Caucasian. And it's not, you say it's not about the color. Yes, it is. It is about color. Stop saying it's not about color, because it is about color. Why do you think you were treated the way you were? Why do you think you're the only people on the planet that have been treated the way you have all your life, all your history, since biblical time? Because you are under a curse, but you won't believe it. You don't believe it, and you're still being treated the way you are. And you look at Leviticus 26 and Deuteronomy 28, read the entire chapter. Read it, and you'll see. I've given you everything you need to know how to find your way back to him. But still you're stuck on this Jesus, when there was no such thing as a Jesus. For nearly 5,000 years, there was never even a mention from all of the empires in the world, until we get into the 17th century, that you start hearing about this man called Jesus, a man called Cesare Borgia, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, a lover, the man that had syphilis, gonorrhea, maniac, Pope Alexander VI's son. The man was a murderer, a rapist. And you look at his picture and you adore that picture, and you tell me the picture don't make any difference. Yes, it do, because you're brainwashed. Because you look at Jesus and you see the picture and you're doing idol worshiping. The cross around your neck is idol worshiping. Take the cross. He's not on the cross. He was hung on a tree. I give you everything about. There is no such thing as a cross. The Roman Catholic Church put a lot of things and altered the Bible in the time of Constantine. At the Council of Nicaea, a lot of the things that the old saints, the scriptures, the way they were kept in the scrolls from the time that Noah got on the ark, those books were accurate. Moses, the lawgiver, gave us all of the things that we needed to know how to find our way to our Savior. We decided to follow the way of the people in the land. Learn not the way of the heathen nations, he told us. But look what we do. We're not going to change the traditions of the holidays, because they're 3 holy days. There's no such thing that we should be worshiping Christmas, Easter, Halloween, all your personal holidays that means nothing. Memorial Day, 4th of July. These are your days. You're more into yourself than you're into your Savior. You think more highly of yourself than you ought to. We, the chosen children, are chosen to show you how to find your way back to Him. I am not a Christian. How can I, the chosen children, convert to a Christian when you ought to be grafted into me? I ask you these questions because you're really not thinking logically, because you're listening without really validating your evidence. How can you, the chosen children, be converted to someone else? We are to show the world how to find their way back to the Savior. But here we become Christian. No. You killed us all. You made us non-existent. But God said He would resurrect His children in the end time. Those bones, those dry bones would get up and they would move about and they would start teaching and they would run to and fro and knowledge would increase. My Savior, I thank you for guiding me, showing me how to teach my children. Now, about those Ashkenazi Jews, I'm gonna be following up on the Jews because you need to understand how you've been tricked, how you've been brainwashed, how you've been bamboozled. I'm going to guide you into a people that I can go and show you through the history of who they are. And are they manipulative, conniving? They have abominable living styles. And another thing about that Wailing Wall over there, I want to get this straight out right now. The Wailing Wall. I told you one time before, the Wailing Wall is not anything to do with Jerusalem. That's not the wall. That wall was thrown down. The entire Israel was trampled. It was nothing left. Nothing, not a brick was standing on top of one another. And if you read it in either of the books, it will tell you that 13 Mark and 24 in Matthew. It tells you that. That wall that they standing there moving their bodies up and down in that black wizardry, witchcraft garment that they're wearing, that is not a Wailing Wall. That is a defensive wall that was the Roman Empire of Julius Caesar time. The wall is called Antonio. Mark Antony was the builder of that strong wall that you see there. It was a protective wall to try to get closer to Israel when they was fighting in Jerusalem. There was no more Jerusalem. They trampled Jerusalem. That is the wall that was left of the side of the defense of Rome. That's not part of the Israel Empire. Learn your history and stop following these fools. You don't want to listen to the truth, but you'll listen to people tell you things. You've done no research, but you won't listen to the people that got the research, done the research, worked hard for you to share with you, but you don't want to listen to us. You'll listen to the people that have given you no validation. Now get off of this Jesus, this white Jesus thing here. And I got nothing against white people, as I told you over and over. It ain't about a skin color, but it is a color that white folks changed everything and made it to look like they are the ones that the Most High had given favor to. No, He didn't. All through the scriptures, He's talked about you, not anything about you in the empires. You're not even mentioned in times. You're not a factor. You became a factor because you became the abomination of what we would have to fight through to find our way back to you. Rome, abominable, ruled longer than any empire that kept us in captivity, even into America. The Roman Institute. The Roman infiltrated and ways into the Arabs, which became more dangerous in the Edomite times. I know your ways. I know everything about you. And those of you that understand what I'm talking about, you know those Ashkenazi Jews are the creators of wars. They're destructive. They're vile. In your name, Father, I want to tell you something strongly and talk to you, my people. I gave you my number. I gave you everything about my videos. I told you how to contact me if you doubt or dispute anything I tell you. Some people dispute it and come about and argue about things because they are stuck on their own way and their belief, and they've already conjured in their mind that I will not compromise or open my ears or see anything other than what I believe already. So I don't argue with people. I don't debate with people like that. But if people are open to hear and understand and look at the print itself and look at what's left from that period of time, you'll see that the evidence that the Most High said He would show you to find your way back to Him, it's out here. And I have it. If you want it, I'll give it to you. In your name, Father, and your Son, again, I say to you, Shabbat Shalom, until Shiloh returns.